Okay, in this video I'm gonna take off my headphones and show you some tricks for evaluating roots. So evaluating means finding out the answer. So that's going to be, we're going to have a number, just a single number at the end of all of these. So if I have square root of 2 times square root of 2, there's a couple of ways to approach this. Firstly, if I have anything times by itself, that is squared. So that's the same as this. But if I'm squaring something and square rooting, like if I have the number 3 and I square it to get 9 and then I square root it, I'm back to 3. So the square root and square, they're opposites of each other. So they actually cancel out. And in the end, you've only got the number 2. The second way of looking at this is you can actually just times, if you have 2 square roots, you can just times the numbers inside the square roots and get a bigger number inside the square root. So 2 times 2 is 4. So that's this one. And then you can see, hopefully, that the square root of 4, remember square roots, what number do I have to square to get to 4? That's 2 again. So whatever you do, if you do it correctly, then the square, if you got two of the same numbers square rooted times each other, the square root just disappears and I just have the number at the end. So in the end, you can just say square root of 7 times square root of 7 is 7. Okay. Here's some cube roots, a bit of revision from last time. So what number would I need to cube times to the power of times by itself 3 times to get to 8? And hopefully you remember that was 2. What about this one? What number would I have to times by itself 3 times to get to 125? Now this is quite a big number. It might be a bit intimidating. But you can do some similar numbers and see if it's this says without a calculator. So this should be able to work out really nicely. It should be a whole number, the answer to this. So, well, we've already figured out that the 2 cubed is 8. So, and this has to be a lot bigger than that. So let's try, let's try 3. Let's keep it pretty simple. 3 times 3 times 3, or 3 cubed, equals 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 again is 27. 27, that's too small. What about 4 cubed? 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. It's too small again. What about 5? 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 again, you get to 125. So the answer is 5. Okay, now there's a couple of steps for these. When it says without a calculator again, try to see if you can fiddle around with it and change it and see what you can get. So remember over here I said that you can times these 2 numbers inside the square roots. Now these are not the same, so we're not going to get anything straight away. Let's try it. So 2 times 18 is 36. So this is the square root of 36. And hopefully we can work this out. Square root of 36. What number squared equals 36? And remember we did 5 times 5 was 25. That's a bit too small. Let's try 6 times 6 is 36. So the answer has to be 6. All right, let's do this one as well. Similar kind of idea. Square root of 2 times square root of 32. Well, we can't get the answer straight away, so let's times them and see what happens. We've got 64 in here. And hopefully you can see that the square root of 64 is 8. It might be worth, if you're doing a lot of these perfect square things, it might be worth writing these on the side of your sheet. because then you'll be able to go back to these whenever you're stuck. And keep going. You can take as long as you need to work this out. You can even do the cubes as well. And that might help you out with some of these questions. Help you to see things really quickly. Alright, now for this one, remember these things are called surds. And here I've got a number multiplying my surd. And another surd over here. So we can still multiply the numbers inside the square roots. And we'll have this 3 times square root of 4 times square root of 4 is square root of 16. But the square root of 16 is 4, so that's 3 times 4, which is 12. And last one, very similar. I can multiply these two numbers though, and I can multiply the 2 square roots. By the way, the reason I can do this is because this is 2 times square root of 3 times 4 times square root of 3. But I could just rearrange these a little bit. And the way I want you to think about it is, I mean, if you've got a whole lot of things multiplied, it doesn't matter which order you have them. They'll still be multiplied at the end. So I can have 2 times 4 times square root of 3 times square root of 3. And as you know, these two, well, in this example, I wrote the answer to that, like I did a smaller step, which is finding the square root of 9. But we can go straight to, well, this is the same number, same square root times itself, so that actually has to just be 3 in the end. So this will be 8 times 3. That's 24.